All right, in this video, we are going to write equations of lines parallel and perpendicular to a given line through a point. So the line, consider the line y equals negative 6x plus 5. So in this given equation, we can tell that the slope is negative 6, okay? So the slope is negative 6. In part A, we're going to write the equation of the line that is perpendicular to this line. So let's write the perpendicular slope first. Perpendicular slope, the slope that we should be using for part A is going to be opposite reciprocal to negative 6. So we need to use a slope positive 1 over 6. Because negative 6 is negative 6 over 1. If you find the reciprocal, if you flip that fraction, you will get 1 over 6. So let's use a slope of positive 1/6 for part A. Okay? All right. So the point is negative 3, negative 6. That's the point they're giving us. So that means x is equal to, well, I'll go ahead and use x1 is equal to negative 3. And I'll call y1 is negative 6. I'm going to use point slope form. Remember, we talked about point slope form in section 1.4. Point slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And let's plug in everything we have here. The left side of the equal sign will be y minus negative 6. Y minus negative 6. We should write this as y plus 6, right? Because it's subtracting a negative. So y plus 6 equals the slope of 1/6, okay? Parenthesis x minus negative 3. And subtracting a negative 3 is adding a 3. So did they say if they wanted the equation in slope-intercept form? They didn't. So I'm done. I found the equation in point-slope form, but I think your homework, Alex's homework, they want you to write in slope-intercept form. So I'll go on. So that will be y plus 6 equals 1 over 6x plus, well, if you do 1 over 6 times 3, that will be 3 over 6. That is 1/2, right? So far I have 1/2 adding over there. All right, let's go ahead and subtract 6 from both sides. Minus 6, minus 6. I get y equals 1 over 6x. And I need to combine these two numbers, okay? Half minus 6. And of course, guys, you can use your scientific calculator. But if I try to do it without, that will be half minus 12 over 2. That is negative 11 over 2. So the y-intercept is negative 11 over 2. So let me make this work a little bit smaller. So we found the point slope form. This is the point slope form. Hold on, let me try to hide it. This is the point slope form. Okay, we also find the second answer. This is your slope intercept form. So I gave the answer in both point slope and slope intercept. Let me add it. This one is slope intercept. Oopsies. Oh, I don't like this. Slope intercept form. So when you're doing your homework, just make sure you're giving them the form they want. But I wanted to show you both ways. Okay. All right. Let's do one more. Actually, not one more. This time we're finding the slope of a line that is parallel to this line. So the slope that we are using this time is the same as the original slope of negative 6. Did they change the x and y value? X is still negative 3 and y is still negative 6. So we're using the same x and y value. So let's go ahead and start with our point slope form. So point slope form, which is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Guys, we wrote this so many times, I think you memorized it by now. All right, so that will be y plus 6 on the left side equals slope of negative 6. And inside the parentheses, we're going to have x plus 3. Okay, so I can stop right there. I have the equation in point slope form. But let's go ahead and continue. Let's go ahead and find the slope-intercept form. And in order to do that, I just need to distribute that negative 6, negative 6x. And if you multiply negative 6 times 3, that will give me negative 18. And subtract that 6. I'll get y equals negative 6x minus 24. And this is the slope-intercept form. So I'll go ahead and say this was a point slope form and this is slope-intercept form. Okay, so I think I'm going to do one more example. Very similar to this, but the starting point is going to be different. We're still going over example number. Where's the example number? I need to fix this on my note. Example 3. Okay, so the first one was already written in slope-intercept form. Remember, it was in y equals mx plus b. But if you notice down here, the next page, this line is not written in slope-intercept form. So we're going to have to first rewrite this. Okay, let's rewrite this in slope-intercept form first. I'm going to move the negative 3x to the other side. Then I will get negative 6y equals positive 3x plus 1, right? Turn into positive 3x. And then I will divide everything by negative 6. Okay? And let's simplify this a little bit. Simplify this a little bit over here. Y equals, now focus on the slope. The slope is 3 over negative 6. Reduce that fraction, okay? The slope is negative 1/2 x. And the y-intercept, I mean, we don't really care about the y-intercept, but that's going to be negative 1/6. But do write that the slope of the original line is negative 1/2, and we're going to use this to find the slope of perpendicular line and slope of parallel line. Okay, so first, let's do the perpendicular. Perpendicular slope is going to be opposite reciprocal of negative 1/2, so I need positive 2. I can see that the x value is negative 4, and y value is also negative 4. Let's do point slope. Ready? So point slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Plug everything in. That's going to be y minus negative 4, right? But I'll write it as y plus 4 equals m is 2, and we do x minus negative 4, so we get x plus 4 there. So I got the point slope form. But let's continue. Let's distribute and subtract the 4. Let's put this in slope-intercept form. So if I continue, I'll get y plus 4 equals distribute the 2. I'll get 2x plus 8. And then let's subtract 4. We will get y equals 2x plus 4. And what we just found, this is the equation in slope-intercept form. Okay, so no fraction on this part. This one wasn't too bad at all. Let's go over to the parallel side, okay? So for parallel, I need to use the parallel slope, the same slope of negative 1/2. X value and y value is still negative 4. And I'm going to do point slope. Point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Let's plug everything in. So the left side of the equal sign will be y plus 4. If you do y minus negative 4. On the right side, I will have negative 1/2, parenthesis, x minus negative 4, so that will be x plus 4. I'm going to circle this because this is the equation in point slope form. This is a perfectly fine answer. But if I continue to go on, I can distribute the negative 1/2. And negative half of 4 is negative 2. And lastly, subtract 4 from both sides. We'll get y equals negative half x minus 6. And what we just found, this is the equation in slope-intercept form. Okay, so we looked at two examples here, very similar problems, but first one was easy because they were the first one was already in slope-intercept form. The second one we had to rewrite it first, but we were still reviewing the point slope and slope-intercept, so hopefully you guys understood how to do this. I'm going to be back with the application video soon, but we are almost done with section 1.5.